Hello, and welcome to the McGovern Medical School at the University of Texas Health Science Center in Houston, Pulmonary and Critical Care Medicine Fellowship. We appreciate you coming to spend time with us today, as we understand that there's a lot of options out there, and we appreciate you taking the time to look into our program. My name is Mark Warner. It's my great privilege to be the program director now in my 10th year here at McGovern Medical School. We think we have an outstanding clinical fellowship, and we'd love to tell you more about it. First of all, there's a welcome from our division chief, Dr. Bella Patel. So she's the chief of pulmonary and critical care, as well as the vice dean of healthcare quality and the program director for the patient safety and quality fellowship within our umbrella. When you look at our program, you're going to see within our program there's two tracks. There's the pulmonary and critical care medicine track, as well as the critical care medicine track. And so we'll get into that in a few slides, the differentiation between the two tracks. Additionally, in our environment, there's a 1-year sleep medicine fellowship that's a separate experience, as well as a 1-year patient safety and quality improvement fellowship and an interventional pulmonary fellowship at MD Anderson. Here's displayed the program directors for the 3 different fellowships that we've mentioned. Within pulmonary critical care and critical care, this is our fellowship leadership program. So it's my great privilege to be joined by Dr. Chris Harding and Dr. Sadia Fez to administer the program. This is our fellows from this year, and these fellows show great diversity, which we think is a real strength of the program. So they have diversities of backgrounds, diversities of interest, subspecialty training, and our fellows go on to be really successful in whatever they decide to pursue. When you look at our fellowship, these are our graduates from June, and this is typical of our fellowship, where about 60% of our fellows go into additional training or academics, and about 50%, sometimes as low as 40%, go into a private or community practice. This last year, 3 of our fellows went into additional fellowships, 2 into sleep medicine, 1 into interventional pulmonary, 3 fellows joined the faculty, and 2 entered a private or community practice. We have a fellowship leadership program within the fellowship umbrella, and so these are our 3 chief fellows from this year. And our chief fellows for scheduling helps administer the day-to-day schedule and the Jeopardy call-in process, as well as our 2 chief conference fellows help administer the didactics and training sessions that we do for skills acquisition. This is a list of some of the things that we've discussed over the last year, and meeting with the fellow leaders every month is an opportunity for the leadership to stay in touch with the different needs of each different subgroup within the fellowship. We think this is a really strength of the fellowship and a really strong representative process that we've enjoyed for many years now. When you look at our faculty, you see the same diversity that's represented by our fellows and also our patients in our local environment. The faculty have diverse training experience, diverse credentialing, as well as different subspecialty interests in both pulmonary and critical care. Here's an additional look at some more of our faculty. And finishing up here to see some more of our faculty. So in summary, our faculty have a lot of subspecialty interests, and so we think that's a great value for the training program. So there's subspecialty pulmonary interests listed on the left, and subspecialty critical care interest listed on the right. And our faculty work in a lot of different training environments, both in pulmonary medicine as well as critical care, and that helps provide depth to the training program. Within our fellowship, there are a lot of educational opportunities, and so opportunities for the fellows to serve as teachers as well. So our faculty interact with medical students in years 1, 2, and 4, and our fellows frequently teach procedural skills to the required critical care fourth-year medical students, and sometimes they also participate in first and second year training. Additionally, we have several residency programs, principally the internal medicine and medicine pediatrics residencies that rotate with us in the medical ICUs as well as subspecialty ICUs. We also have some engagement with emergency medicine and radiology residencies. As was stated, we have 2 fellowship tracks. There's a 36-month experience for pulmonary and critical care medicine that leads to board eligibility in both specialties. And then there's a critical care medicine track that's 24 months experience, and that really comes from either an internal medicine or emergency medicine background and leads to board eligibility in critical care medicine. When you look at our 5 training sites, we have them enumerated here as either pulmonary or critical care primary sites. UC Memorial Hermann is our large academic center and has both pulmonary and critical care rotations, as does LBJ Hospital, which is our safety net or community county hospital. MD Anderson is our tertiary referral center. That's a pulmonary site for advanced cancer care. And then we have Kindred as a long-term acute care hospital where both pulmonary and critical care fellows engage. And then we have the Tier Hospital we provide pulmonary consultation to. In fellowship, since we are a procedural-based fellowship, one of the things to think about is procedural competency, is that there's a gradation each year of our goals for procedural acquisition. So our fellows, really from left to right, start off with acquiring skills in ICU procedures, and then bronchoscopic and pleural procedures. They have the opportunity to do percutaneous tracheostomy at Memorial Hermann and other sites, and they also have experience in moderate sedation. Our fellows are able to participate in both pulmonary and interventional pulmonary experiences at multiple hospitals across our spectrum. Our background here is the Texas Medical Center with 10 million patient visits on average each year. The largest medical complex in the world is a great opportunity for collaboration and innovation with 2 large medical schools across the street from each other, 5 large hospital systems represented, a really unique environment and outstanding for training in pulmonary and critical care. When we think about Memorial Hermann, that's our level 1 trauma center, our large academic center, and we have 2 site directors for Memorial Hermann, Dr. Devin Paul for pulmonary and medical ICU experiences, and then Dr. Malin Patel for heart and vascular experiences, as we'll discuss. When you look here at Memorial Hermann, you can see the different pavilions as you look back from the north end of the medical center, and really you see the medical ICUs, which we have 2 of them at Memorial Hermann. You see abdominal transplant, which is liver kidney transplant. You see neurologic and shock trauma ICU that are off-service rotations for our fellows, and then you see heart and vascular, which is cardiology, cardiac surgery, and heart failure. When we look at Memorial Hermann rotations, you see ICU rotations on the left-hand side, and you see pulmonary rotations along the right-hand side. And so in the ICU rotations, our fellows rotate through medical and non-medical subspecialty critical care, as well as transplant critical care, and they do have an in-house night float rotation with fellows and faculty overnight. On the pulmonary consult side, our fellows see a breadth of pulmonary consultations, participate in interventional pulmonary rotations, lung transplant, sleep, and ambulatory pulmonary rotations. As was mentioned before, Heart and Vascular Institute is really a compilation of 3 different training experiences: cardiology, cardiac surgery, and advanced heart failure, which is the ECMO and heart-lung transplant unit. And the fellows get a significant amount of cardiac and cardiac surgery experience, which we feel like it adds to the breadth of practice. Some of our faculty and providers are siloed into different units, and so this is a look at the medical ICU group. The abdominal transplant ICU group is listed here. This is our group in cardiac surgery in the coronary care unit. This is our group in cardiovascular surgery. This is our group in the heart failure ICU. Here's a depiction of our pulmonary consultation faculty in our pulmonary function lab. Here's a brief note about interventional pulmonary services, and you can see this is Dr. Johnny participating with the fellows in some advanced bronchoscopy at the bedside. We do have an in-house sleep center, and that sleep center has nightly polysomnographs, and we have faculty within that specialty that the pulmonary fellows rotate through. They do have their own sleep fellows, 3 sleep fellows that do a 1-year experience separate from our fellowship. Dr. Hussein is our lung transplant pulmonologist, and the fellows get to participate in inpatient and outpatient care of lung transplant patients. Our second site is our LBJ hospital. So LBJ is our county hospital or safety net hospital. Dr. Sujith Cherian is our site director for LBJ, and we really feel like LBJ is a unique experience that provides depth to training with advanced pathology and really grateful patient population. When you look at LBJ Hospital, LBJ is a level 3 trauma center, and so since the Hurricane Harvey, it's been the busiest level 3 trauma center in the country. So as you can see, there's a large percentage of uninsured and undocumented patients, and this really adds to some of the depth that LBJ provides. One of the things that you've probably heard mentioned is the LBJ expansion. So currently the county hospital system is expanding the LBJ hospital, and so we think at the end of 2028 or beginning of 2029, the new hospital will open, but a lot of that is continuing to be in development. This is what the LBJ hospital expansion currently looks like, and so this is next door to the existing hospital and provides the promise of a lot of new rotations and educational experiences in the future. This is a look at some of our faculty that are in leadership at LBJ and other faculty that rounded LBJ. Even though LBJ is in a resource-limited environment, they've been able to advance pulmonary and interventional pulmonary care. And so here's a look at some of the interventional pulmonary procedures that have occurred at LBJ in the last 5 years. Our next transition is to our third site, which is the MD Anderson Cancer Center. So world-renowned for cancer care. It's a large academic cancer center located in the Texas Medical Center. Dr. Sadia Fez is our site director for MD Anderson, and MD Anderson really provides amazing depth in pulmonary and interventional pulmonary care for cancer, as well as consequences of cancer care. This is a look at our educational support team over at MD Anderson, and so you see our rotation site director as well as director of education and our coordinators and administrative directors. This is a look at the MD Anderson faculty, and so a senior group of pulmonary physicians as well as interventional pulmonologists. MD Anderson is involved in the fellowship longitudinally, and so it starts with the Southwest Regional Boot Camp and pulmonary rotations and inpatient consultations, interventional pulmonary rotations, and research rotations. The Southwest Regional Boot Camp is for incoming fellows to learn procedural training from us in both pulmonary and critical care disciplines. And so this has been a really amazing collaboration between the UT and Baylor medical schools, hosted by MD Anderson. It has really grown to encompass 18 programs in Texas and surrounding areas. And this year we had up to 84 trainees and more than 50 faculty teaching in this one-day event. You can see some of our fellows participating in the boot camp here, and you see Dr. Bill Kelly from the American College of Chest Physicians, who's been teaching in our boot camp for the last 3 years. See some of our fellows doing bedside hands-on learning, as well as participating in some of the modules and social events. This is some of our faculty and some of the training resources we have for the boot camp. Really amazing experience for incoming fellows. Our fourth site is the Kindred Hospital, which is a long-term acute care hospital, and Dr. Pushanjani is our site director. So a long-term acute care hospital located physically in the middle of the Texas Medical Center provides opportunity for longitudinal mechanical ventilation weaning and longitudinal tracheostomy care. And so this really provides the next chapter in the story from the acute care ICU patient that now transitions into a long-term acute care. And really, we think that provides value for the fellowship. Our fifth and final site is the Tier Memorial Hermann Hospital. So Tier is a nationally known institute for research and rehabilitation, and it's a really unique experience with inpatient pulmonary consultation provided to brain and spinal cord injury patients. And Dr. Gotham Sikka is our site director for this site. When we speak about ambulatory rotations and continuity clinic, there's 2 different continuity clinics across the street from the medical school, physically located in the medical center. So the UT Physicians building and the Memorial Hermann Plaza building. And so the fellows get to see subspecialty pulmonary care. Our fellows rotate 6 months at a time in different continuity clinics to learn different subdisciplines of pulmonary medicine. And then on 2-week ambulatory blocks, they rotate through all these different clinics and get exposure to ambulatory care in all the pulmonary disciplines. There's the experience of having involvement in outpatient pulmonary rehabilitation, as we have a pulmonary rehabilitation program here in our center. As we switch gears and talk about scholarly activity, we are a busy clinical training program, but we have some emphasis on scholarly production, and our fellows have been very productive and very involved at a national level. Our fellows are supported to go to both professional meetings for the American College of Chest Physicians and American Thoracic Society during their 2nd and 3rd years of fellowship, one professional meeting each year. Our fellows have been able to publish and participate in clinical research, and then all of our graduating fellows give a graduating fellow grand rounds on a topic of their choice, mentored by the Scholarly Activity Committee. Our fellows present nationally, and these are a look at some of the national organizations that we're a part of. As I mentioned, we are a busy clinical training program, but this last year, 50% of our fellows published some of their great work. And so here's a look at some of the fellows and some of the things that they published. This would not be possible without support from some of our mentors at the UT and MD Anderson centers, and really appreciate the faculty's hands-on involvement in our scholarly production. We've had the opportunity to participate in the Chest Challenge with the American College of Chest Physicians annual meeting over the last 10 or 12 years. And in that time, we've had the great fortune of being in the Chest Challenge final 3 times. And as you can see, we have a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place finish. We're still very excited about our 1st place finish, which was at the Chest Conference in 2023. And so really excited about the fellow and faculty support that it took to get us there, and really proud of our Chest Challenge finals team. We stay involved over the years, and so in the last 2 years since then, since the Chest Challenge win in 2023, then our program has been able to finish in the top 10 in the nation in the Chest Challenge quiz game. This is a look at our fellows. So we have an annual fellows retreat in the spring, and you can see us enjoying some team building and some time just sort of goofing off together. Our fellows enjoy each other's company, and we have a lot of fun together inside of work and outside of work.
Did you wanna come with me? Did you wanna come and see? We only live once, don't we? Don't you wanna be free? Don't waste my time. Don't waste my
When we switch gears and start talking about fellowship logistics, we're going to talk about scheduling and conferences and day-to-day activities. This is a typical first-year fellow schedule. Will involve approximately 5 months of pulmonary rotations, 4 months of critical care rotations, 2 months of in-house night float, 1 at Memorial Hermann and 1 at LBJ, and about a month of research. In terms of didactic and educational experience that's protected time, we talk about Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So Monday and Tuesday are fellows conferences. Some are led by fellows, some are led by faculty. And Fridays are division grand rounds with local faculty experts and invited speakers. We are on social media, so you can like us and tweet us and follow us and see what we're up to. A couple of notes about Houston as a city. Houston's called the Bayou City, and so on the left-hand side of your screen here you see one of the many bayous around town. On the top right panel you see a celebration of diversity, and so some folks have said that Houston is scheduled to be the most diverse city in the United States by 2030. And then you see space travel. Obviously Houston's known for NASA and space exploration. This is our beloved baseball team, and so we still think about the championships that have been won by the Astros and cheer them on every year. This is our local football team, so if you're into the National Football League, and so there's an opportunity to see professional football. There is also multiple college teams in the Houston area. This is our basketball team. The Toyota Center is our basketball arena. We do have men's and women's professional soccer. Around town, Houston has many outdoor sites, and so here's a couple of those. Gardens, Aquarium, and Discovery Green in downtown. So symphony orchestra and performing arts around town. So if theater is of interest, there are multiple locations around town to indulge in that. You see some museums. The museum district just north of the medical center here. Outdoor areas to participate in enjoying the great weather. Houston's known for shopping and dining, and so there's multiple little nooks and crannies around town for shopping and dining. As you see here as well, there's some different places to enjoy shopping and dining and casual social activities. There's also some different historic places and different things to do in and around Houston and Galveston. Our fellows work really hard, and so we work hard and we play hard. And so this is our fellowship environment. See our fellows participating in simulation and skills training. You'll find our fellows participating and presenting at local, regional, and national meetings. You'll find some of our fellows participating in service projects and participating in advocacy. Our fellows really enjoy wellness activities, and so any opportunity to hang out together outside of work, dinners, social activities. Graduation is a really great time for us every year in the fellowship as we celebrate all the great work that our graduating fellows have participated in over the last 2 or 3 years, depending on their track. You'll find our fellows around town, and so you see them participating in different social activities here. This is our group at the elephant exhibit in the park north of the medical center. So as we sum up here, there's unique features about McGovern Pulmonary Critical Care Medicine. So really engaged subspecialty faculty with a strong clinical focus and rigorous training in both pulmonary and subspecialty critical care disciplines. So really entire spectrum of lung disease and dedicated faculty here to participate in your education and help guide you in those exposures that help make you a professional in pulmonary and critical care. So again, thank you for your time. We know that there's a lot of options out there, and we appreciate you coming to see what we're all about. So hope you enjoy the interview day.